Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 78 of Takedown, and this one is titled Hell Origin, Leader of the Tormentors. You grabbed onto the back of Magata's cloak and hid directly behind him. You got me, the voice sneered. Come out now, Butterfly said in a low voice, his sword drawn and an intimidating look in his eye. I suggest, the person said as they slowly stepped out from the cover of the rock, that you hand the girl over quietly and no one will get hurt. Both Magata and Butterfly stiffened with annoyance. I'm not even going to reply to that, Magata said darkly. The cloaked figure smirked from under his Grim Reaper-type hood and pulled a barbed rope out and then held it up. Come to me, girl, or do I need to wrap this barbed rope around that pretty little arm again, ripping your supple flesh with... Butterfly had had enough at that point and flicked his sword into the chain whip, sending it out to attack the man from a distance. The cloaked figure barely evaded the whip attack and retaliated with his barbed rope, throwing it out and making you all scatter to avoid being snagged. Magata was wary that he was trying to separate you from the group, so he kept you behind himself, one of his hands back behind so that he could keep a hold of your hand as you gripped his strong arm with the other. Butterfly had seen that Magata was keeping you safe, so he took it upon himself to duel with the cloaked figure. Name yourself, Butterfly said lowly as he forced the assailant off the path and away from the rest of the group. Hell Origin, leader of the Tormentors, the cloaked figure announced. Here to take what's mine. She doesn't belong to you, Butterfly snapped, angered beyond belief that this player would assume that they had ownership over another human. If she's on my level, then she's mine, he replied. Irrespective of common respect for other players, she isn't even on your level, Butterfly replied, and I have heard enough. It's time for you to leave. He flicked his whip, and the tip wrapped around the barbed rope in Hell Origin's hand, intertwining the two. It was at that point that Magata let you go so that he could cast his magic, and he shot a lightning bolt at Hell Origin, blasting him sideways. Butterfly held on to his chain whip sword, as he obviously didn't want to lose it, and stepped forwards to hold his weight, and then pulled back, keeping the line taut. Again Magata struck out, determined to hit Hell Origin enough to make him want to back down and leave, but the Tormentor leader was determined to get you. The minute that the snitch mage had arrived on their level and told them that he had seen you with the Dream Team, Hell Origin had left to retrieve you. What had become of the other mage is left untold, but he never set foot on the teleport platform to exit the level, and he never received his 100k mahi either. Blasts shot over and over at the harrowing guild leader, but he managed to either evade or block the attacks, and you were starting to get worried the longer it was taking to subdue him. Why isn't his health going down? You stayed behind Magata, but a few times you peeked out to check on how the fight was going, but something wasn't right. Magata blasted him with another light energy ball, and you saw it hit Hell Origin, and his health bar dropped, but almost as soon as it dipped, it came back up again. He's being healed. He's got someone else here. You spun around with your back to Magata, eyes on his six. Scanning the rocky land around you, you couldn't see a single thing. No one moved, nothing appeared, but you just knew someone was there. The closest rocks to you were all within your sonic wave range, so you stepped towards them and yelled, "Ha!" Suddenly your ripples hit something and a ghost-like person appeared, the healer of the Tormentor Guild. "Move!" you shouted, gripping your sparkling whips that appeared out of nowhere, and ran towards the person at top speed. "Hang on! Whoa, what?" On yelled when she saw you running towards a sudden second member of the evil guild. Butterfly glanced back just as you jumped up and smacked your whips down. Then you spun once you had landed and called for another skill that shrouded the healer in a cloud of purple. While the evil leader was consumed, you ran around outside, dancing lightly before stomping your foot and jumping back, then grabbing for two fans that magically appeared in your hands. She's been practicing, Butterfly thought as he turned his attention back to Hell Origin, who now, without the aid of his healer, was suffering, and he was knocked to his knees pretty quickly. "Surrender!" Butterfly yelled, suddenly appearing behind the guild member and switching in a second short blade to hold it to Hell Origin's neck. The puffing Tormentor leader chuckled brokenly as he remained on his knees. "You couldn't kill me," he panted. "You don't have it in you." Butterfly pressed the blade firmly against the leader's neck threateningly. "Don't try me," he said lowly. "I've taken players out before. Surrender now and promise you won't come after her or us again, and I'll let you go. Or I'll take you out here and now, and then come for your whole guild." Hell Origin growled. His body then slumped. "This isn't a surrender. Me and my guild will not cross your path again. I should hope not, Butterfly said as he let Hell Origin go and stepped back. As soon as Magata saw that Butterfly had everything under control, he turned back to watch you fight. The second member and you were still dueling, but you were starting to tire and he could see sweat starting to slide down your cheeks. Stand down, Magata called to the healer. Your leader has surrendered. You must do the same. The healer reluctantly stepped back and threw a flash bomb to disguise his exit, disappearing in a cloud of smoke. At the same time that he did this, he took Hell Origin with him, the pair evaporating away together. Yin! Magata said with surprise, standing there and waiting for you to catch your breath. You can fight now? I've been practicing in game so that I could be of assistance to the team, but I've only caused trouble, you said sadly. I'm so sorry. No, you're not trouble, Magata replied. I am. I ended up on their level that last time that I dove in game, and I managed to escape, but that's why they came for me again. And I put you all in danger. I'm so sorry. Well, her reveal didn't go quite as how she had hoped or planned, but we'll have to stay tuned for Chapter 79 coming tomorrow to see what happens.